Hello, my loves, and welcome to Effortlessly Abundant Life. I hope you had a fantastic weekend. A lot of things happening, as you can see, in the world, in LA, everywhere. And I thought to myself, what it is that I can do to help you to elevate yourself, especially in the beginning of 2025. And this brilliant idea, as may I say, came to my mind is what we call the inspire action, the clarity, the nudge, whatever you want to call it literally came to me and I thought to myself, how cool would that be to create a series of 7 podcast videos wherever you choose to listen or seeing this podcast to give you every single day the one step and the actionable step of what it is that you can do to start unplugging from the matrix and creating the life of freedom and of abundance and everything you freaking want without moving to Bali, without leaving and quitting your 9 to 5, without burning your life to the ground. That's not how we create a life of true freedom and abundance. We're not physically escaping, we're not running away. We are honoring and taking full responsibility of our current life situations and changing the emotional imbalance. They're changing our mindset. We're changing our behavior. We're changing our thoughts. We're changing and we're mastering this beautiful conduit that you are to reflect in your outside world what it is that you want to see more of. So we're going to do it every single day for the next 7 days. You're going to see me, hear me. So I want you right now to make a commitment for yourself, to show up for yourself. It's not for me. You are the one who will see the results if you choose to commit to yourself 110%. Say, I don't care how much pressure I have from work, what's going on in your private life. I will commit for 10 minutes, 15 minutes every single day to this challenge so I can start seeing the ripple effect. I can start seeing the change because the change is not going to happen if you're going to just passively listen to me and continue doing whatever it is that you did in your life. You're not going to get a different results if you, my love, is not taking a different kind of thoughts or different kind of action or different kind of commitment. And it all starts with committing to yourself, committing to your truest best life. If you want to create in 2025 a different life, this is where it starts. Number one, not settling for less, not settling for what we call the mediocre life, for the just life. We don't want life. Your soul didn't come to be in human suit in this specific, very truly unheard of time to be a human being as we're shifting to a new dimension, okay, where mankind will experience more freedom and abundance than ever happened in history. You didn't choose to be in this time to just go on your day job, pay your taxes, watch reels until you're freaking nominee and you just go to sleep and you do the same thing every single day. That is not why you're here, my love. You're here to create. You're here to express unique self. You're here to enjoy abundance. You're here to enjoy manifesting, owning the power that you have to create everything and anything you want. And we're going to talk about it through this series. So, what I want you to do is to commit to yourself right now. Say, I am committing to myself in the next 7 days to show up through this series and through myself and do whatever it takes so I can start seeing the results that I want. And just by doing that, you're going to start seeing things are going to start shifting and moving for you. All right. So, as I said, we are right now currently in the most historic time in humankind. And I'm not taking it lightly as I say that, okay? The chaos that you see through Canada, Germany, France, governments are literally collapsing. We seeing financial distress. We see what's happening right now in LA, all the wildfires. We see what's happening in Middle East. We see all the things that are surrounding us and what can seem like a big chaos and what we call, oh my God, what is happening is you can interpret it as like everything is going to shit. We are literally doomed and gloomed and that's it and humanity is over. But from a bigger perspective and from a spiritual perspective, what is happening right now on an energetic level, the planet Earth is changing its frequency. It's upgrading its frequency because right now we were in 3D and now we're in that in between zone that is going to what we call be in the 5D, in the fifth dimension, which is a different frequency. So, what do we see? The structures, what we call the matrix, right? What held control of humanity, if it's governments, if it's the pharmaceutical, if it's the educational system, we see health or any type of department you can think of that was controlled and controlled us and our behavior and who we are and what it is that we do in our life is literally collapsing in front of our face. Because what is happening, we as humanity are setting ourselves free to truly experience freedom, truly experience what it is to feel that you can move from place to place. You can do whatever it is that you want. You don't need a 9 to 5 to work in order to survive. You don't need to survive anymore. Your survival mode is going to shut down, and your creative mode and what we call the more spiritual and more higher frequency version of yourself is going to come to the surface, and you're going to start experiencing life from a different glance. But there's a catch. Yes, we're moving to this spiritual awakening, all of us in their own way and time and their own kind of layers of their own awakening. But as we collectively, we see this chaos and it meets them in different places and shake them up in different ways, we also always have a choice of how we react to things. And some people will choose to stay where they are and they're comfortable in being in that control system, what we call the matrix. And some people will say, I'm done. I'm ready. I'm ready to experience what it is that my soul truly came here to experience. And that is what we're talking about here. These are the people that I want to talk to. If you're comfortable being in a 9 to 5, you're comfortable living what do we call a mediocre life, if you're comfortable being told what to do and being trapped, go ahead and do it. That is your choice, and that is absolutely 100% okay if that is what you choose. But if you're somebody who chooses to live a life that is not, although we this is not your only life that you're going to experience as a soul, as you know. But if you choose to experience this lifetime in this specific time and truly understand the magnitude of that and truly feel that true proud of yourself, feeling proud of yourself, feeling that sense of like, holy shit, I can't believe this is my life that I created. There's no better feeling. And that is where I want you to come right now with me through this journey, through this series. And as I said, as we're moving and shifting to this fifth dimension, as we know, humanity also have a choice. That's what God source gave us. We gave us always a choice to either do this way or that way, right? That is something that nobody can take away from us. But we have to become a match to this 5D experience, right? This 5D vibration of freedom, of value, of spirituality, of literally breaking all the paradigms and all the structures that we held so much and all the definitions and all the things we thought we need in order to feel safe, to create a life that is unstoppable, that is infinite, that is everlasting, that is ever expanding, that is so magnetic and so creative and so different and so full of taste. So, what I want you to do today, and that's what we're going to focus on today. As you can see, there's a lot of chaos outside of you. And the reason why it's so hard for you to even know who you are and what it is that you want is because you don't really spend time with yourself. You don't really listening to yourself because you're bombarded with so much outside noise, with so much chaos, with so much energies. And you're just like, the second you open your eyes, it's either you have your people around you, you have your news coming at you, you have your social media on your phone, your emails, your messages. Everybody and anybody is in your face. And if you live in a city, it's everywhere. You literally are, your attention and your energy is pulled from so to so many directions. And think about how much time you really spend with yourself, which, let's be honest, the most important relationship is with yourself. And we don't really take intentional time to sit down in silence with ourselves. How do you expect to know and to make decisions that are aligned with your true self if you can't even sit down for 5 minutes with your thoughts, with your breath, with your feelings, with your body, and just exist? You will never get the answers outside of you. You will never get all the things that you think you want from your priest, from your pastor, from your rabbi, from your even coach. All the people that you are seeking answers from, and you're thinking you're going to go to get a tarot reading and you're going to get all your problems solved, and you think you're going to go to somebody and he's going to, yes, there is some guidance, but a true good coaching guide would always lead you to make the decisions for yourself, because that's what a good coach does, empower you to make the decisions for yourself. Because if you go to somebody and you depend on them and just depend on the situation, that is not a good guide. That is somebody that is manipulating you because they want your money and they want you to come back to them every single time. And that's what we're doing here. I want you to know that all the answers are within you. But again, if you don't even know how to listen to your intuition, how to listen to your brain, how to be with yourself for 5 minutes, and understand that literally 97% of your thoughts, of your actions, and your decisions are actually not even yours, because you've been so programmed by your family, by your friends, by the media, but everybody around you to make decisions of what's good for them, or what's good for society, what's good for the matrix, and not what actually is good for you. So, in order to start unplugging from the matrix, we need to start tuning and getting or taking our energy back. So, what I want you to do after you listen to this recording, I don't care where you are, even if you're in work, go to the bathroom, close the door, and just what I want you to do is for 5 minutes, shut down your phone, shut down absolutely everything, and just closing your eyes. And for 5 minutes, just breathe and be what it is you are being with. At first, it's going to feel hard. At first, it's going to feel like maybe anxiety is going to creep in because you never really let it to even be, because you've been distracting yourself with social media, with whatever, alcohol, with smoking, with scrolling, whatever that is. Now it's your time to stop escaping and stop actually dealing and start to actually experiencing, because whatever it is that we're not feeling, we're not letting it out. We're not moving it out ourselves. We're just keeping repressing it, and it's going to come out in one way or another. But start feeling, start listening, and just breathe into what is. Let the breath just be there to move what it is, and exhale and release what is, and start listening and seeing what is happening in this beautiful brain of yours. What thoughts come to you? And you're going to see a lot of the thoughts that come to you are not even yours. 97% of the thoughts you're thinking are things you adapted in your childhood, things you heard, and you just kind of allowed it to become the primary dialogue within yourself. And that's what we want to start uncovering, because what we can see in front of us, we cannot even be aware of. It's hard for us to deal with, right? So start doing that today. And another important aspect that I want you to start asking yourself after you're done with your 5 minute meditation, all the things that you hold truth of, what do you see around you? Maybe things you hear in the news, maybe things that people say to you. I want you to start questioning everything. You cannot move into the new dimension, and you cannot truly be a true critical thinker if you just take and accept everything that has been told to you as is. It's just not working, right? In order to live an authentic life, you have to have some kind of processing, and truly what we learn in the end, how to use your intuition to really see what is true for you and what is not. Okay. A lot of people, because it's in a let's say it's in the newspaper, right? Or it's in a certain news channel, or it's a certain person that is saying, we trust them and we just believe them. When we just believe and we don't critically think and we don't research and we don't really take a moment to really process it, what we say, and not just believe everything and just follow directions. That's not what we do here. That's not how we unplugging and truly making a life of our life that we want to live. If we just listen to people and we just do as we told, we're not living an authentic life. We just live in a very obeying life. And we're done with that. We are not going to obey. We're not just going to listen and believe anything they say to us. We're going to start questioning. We're going to start thinking differently. We're going to open our eyes, our ears, and our mind to different thoughts, different perspectives, even if it sounds crazy, even if it doesn't sound real, because all that is that we want in the end of the day is to funnel through our intuition that is 110% accurate all the time. And when we tune into their intuition, and we're going to learn how to do it, especially if you're going to join my program, Break the Matrix and Break Free, that's where we're going to really dive into master your intuition. But in the meantime, just start questioning and start really, instead of like, oh, this person said it, so it must be true. It's like, something doesn't feel good. And a lot of my clients, when they start working with me, they come to me and say, I always thought about Halloween and never felt right. Or, I prescribed this medicine, but I never felt 100% right about it. Like, it didn't feel good to me. Or, this person said about this kind of diet, it didn't really register with me. And those are the moments, this little voice that comes and creeps in that tells you, I don't know, I don't think that this is 100% right. This is your intuition. And the problem is we gave more weight to what it is that we externally, especially if it's come from somebody that is what we call authority, the weight, and give it the, what we, give it the actual, we call it the truth versus what we feel in our gut, what feels like the truth. So start really think about those moments and think about those moments where it didn't feel right, to know that this is actually your intuition and this is actually the truth that you are meant to actually experience, and not what it is that they tell you that you need to experience. So I hope it makes sense. And I want you to follow this today. And as I said, if you want to go deeper, on the 21st January, Tuesday, we're starting Break the Matrix and Break Free, where I truly walk you step by step by step to clearing every single aspect, mentally, emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually, to cleanse and clear you from all these limitations energetically, as I said, and from past lifetimes, past relationship, all the things that you put so many layers of what do you think you are, to uncover it layer by layer by layer, step by step by step, so you can become this clear vessel to be the version that will experience the wealth that you desire, the experience, the relationship that you desire, the freedom that you desire, if you wouldn't want to travel, if you want to have more space in your day, without, as I said, quitting your job, moving to Bali, burning your life to the ground. We don't do that. By the end of this program, you're going to see how your life will never be the same. And I'm telling you, there's nothing like this ever. I never found a program like this because it doesn't exist. That's why I meant to do this program, because it's not your manifestation course where you just learn to say mantras and just meditate. This is not it. We are moving and choosing and transforming and embodying through different modalities that I learned the past 15 years and mastered and helped my clients to master and help myself to master, to use all these methods into one condensed step by step, but also very practical. I'm not about theory. I like practical. I want to see results right away. And you will, using my bridge method that, as I said, combine multiple subconscious rewiring, somatics, and breath work, and all the things, all the energetic tools that I know that help me and I help my clients to finally help you. And with my bi-weekly life calls, where we're going to help you specifically individually, whatever it is that you are having challenges with, you want more clarity with, you want more guidance, that's where I'm going to be here for you every other week to make sure that you are getting the best of the best in this program. So all the information and the details are in the description bar below if you want to join us for a very special price. By the end of this week, the pre-sale ends. So the special price that you're going to get by the end of the week, until the end of the week, is going to end. So take advantage, join us. And as I say, start this year, especially as we're moving through more and more chaotic situations and all the things, to use that as your quantum manifestation jump to the life that you will experience. And I'm so freaking excited. So I'll see you tomorrow in our second day of our series, Escape the Matrix Formula.